Hello, I am Gabriela de Oyu. I am your teacher of English, and today we are gonna start with unit number 1, lesson 1, professional and academic background of relatives and neighbors. And we use the book number 3, Let's Study English por el equipo Rama. We are going to start. In this case, we have some definitions that we are going to read. We have background, the type of education and experiences of a person, and also we have the academic background relating to education, educational institution, educational system, and educational studies. And last one, professional background relating to a profession, a paid job, or an occupation. We have exercise 1, tenemos el ejercicio 1. Que dice, with the help of your teacher, read aloud and learn the definitions and presented above and copy them in English on the blank lines. En este momento, tú vas a copiar en academic background y professional background las definiciones que ya hemos leído. Let's continue. We have the topic future with will. This is just a review. We have grammar in context, affirmative form. Formamos el verbo futuro, will, and the simple form of the verb. Tenemos I will study, you will study, he will study, and so on. And we have the contracted forms. I'll study, you'll study, he'll study, she'll study, it'll study, we'll study, they'll study. We also have the negative form. We form negative statements in the future by placing not after will. The contraction of will is won't. And we have some examples. Tenemos algunos ejemplos. I will not study. You will not study. And we have the contracted forms. You won't study. He won't study. Estos son ejemplos. En number 2, en el número 2, tenemos question form. We form questions in the future by placing will before the subject. The question mark is always necessary at the end of the question. Para formar la pregunta con will, ponemos will antes del sujeto. Tenemos aquí en los ejemplos singular form. Will I study? Tenemos la forma plural. Will we study? If you notice, the plural and the singular doesn't changes in the verb. Si lo puedes ver, en plural y en singular el verbo no cambia y will siempre se mantiene antes del sujeto. We are going to continue. Let's exercise. Ejercitémonos. We have exercise 2. Tenemos el ejercicio 2 que tienes que completar las siguientes oraciones con will y el verbo en paréntesis. Copiar las oraciones contractadas. Y tenemos el ejemplo. He will cook the dinner. Y tenemos otra vez la oración escrita, pero con la forma contractada. He'll cook the dinner. Vas a realizar lo mismo para los ejercicios desde el 1 hasta el 7. Exercise 3. Change the following sentences from affirmative to negative. Use contracted forms. Follow the example. En el ejercicio 3, tú vas a cambiar esta oración afirmativa a negativa. Tenemos el ejemplo. He will cook the dinner. He won't cook the dinner. Con la forma contractada. Let's continue. Y esta es la continuación, el exercise 3 de la explicación anterior. Como puedes ver, tenemos 7 ejercicios. A cada uno de ellos, tú los vas a escribir en negativo y utilizando contractions. Exercise 4. Change the following sentences to questions. Follow the examples. En el ejercicio 4 vas a cambiar las oraciones a preguntas. Tenemos el ejemplo. She will cook dinner. Will she cook dinner? Vas a realizar lo mismo para las demás oraciones. Let's move on. In exercise 4, we have the continue of the previous explanation. En el ejercicio 4 tenemos la continuación de la explicación anterior. Como tú puedes ver, son 7 ejercicios. Now, exercise 5. Tenemos el ejercicio 5. And the instruction says, read aloud after your teacher and then practice with a classmate. Vamos a escuchar a continuación el diálogo número 1. Luego, tú lo vas a practicar con un compañero de tu clase. Let's listen.
Page number 6. Exercise 5. Dialogue 1. A. How old are you? B.
I am 16.
A.
Yes, I will become a nurse.
Page number 7. Dialogue 2.
Okay, now it's your
A.
turn to practice.
How are you? B.
Okay, we have page 7, dialogue 2. We are going to listen and then you are going to practice the dialogue with a classmate. Vamos a hacer lo mismo, vamos a escuchar el diálogo 2 y luego tú vas a practicarlo con un compañero.
Page number 7. Dialogue 2. A. How are you? B. I am okay. And you? A. Just fine. Thank you. B. What grade are you in? A. 8th grade. B. Will you become a dentist in the future? A. Yes, I will become a dentist like my father. B. That's fine. Congratulations.
Very good. Now it's your turn to do this dialogue. Now we are going to listen dialogue 3. Vamos a escuchar el diálogo 3.
Dialogue 3. Good afternoon, girl. Good afternoon, sir. Is your mother at home? No, she is not. Where is she? She is at school. How old is she? She is 39. What is she studying? She is studying laws. She will become a lawyer. That's good. Please give her this card. I will be back tomorrow. All right, sir. Thank you.
Now it's your turn to make dialogue 3. Let's continue. We have exercise 6. This paragraph, it's about Janice. You are going to listen and then read aloud.
Page number 8. Exercise 6. Thinking about the future. Number 1. I am Janice. My name is Janice Fletcher. I am studying 11th grade at the Dr. Roosevelt School, here in Washington, D.C. I am 16 years old. I will finish my high school next year, and then I will attend the university. I am planning to become a lawyer. I know that I will study 7 years at the university to become a lawyer. I will read lots of books about law, and I will work as a judge at my own office. I dream of going to the courthouse and to discuss or argue about how the law works. I dream of being a famous attorney, to be on television, to be on the law magazine covers. Oh, I think I am dreaming too much, but that is my dream.
Now it's your turn to read aloud this information about Janice. Ahora es su turno de leer en voz alta. And here we have questions on the reading. Estas preguntas son de acuerdo al ejercicio de Janice. Tienes 5 preguntas que debes responder con la información que se encuentra allí. Once you finish, ask your for revision. Una vez termines, pregunta por revisión. Exercise 7. We have in here these paragraphs. We are going to listen. These are gonna be short paragraphs about thinking about the future. Also, if you notice in here, we have questions on the reading. For this reading, we have 3 questions. Para esta lectura tenemos 3 preguntas que luego de escuchar, leer, vas a responder. Now, let's listen.
Page number 9. Exercise 7. Thinking about the future. Number 2. I will become a doctor. If I become a doctor, I will take care of people. I will help children, men, women, and seniors. I will take people's temperature, pulse, blood pressure, and also check eyes and tongue. Doctors prescribe medicine that people have to take in order to recover. You can visit doctors either at the hospital or their private clinics.
Now it's your turn to read. Once you finish reading, you have to answer the questions. Ahora vas a leer y responder. Once you finish, ask for revision. Una vez termines, pregunta por revisión. Let's continue. We have in here number 3. We are going to listen. After you finish to listen, you are going to read aloud and then you are going to answer 3 questions about this reading. Vas a escuchar y luego vas a leer en voz alta. Después de que termines de leer en voz alta, responderás estas 3 preguntas de acuerdo a este pequeño párrafo. Let's listen.
Page number 10. Number 3. She will become a nurse. Nurses work at hospitals and clinics. They are the right hand of the doctors. We can also refer to nurses as medical assistants. In order to become a nurse or a medical assistant, she will work at least 3 years. It is a nice and valuable job, and the wage or salary is very good.
Now it's your turn. Once you finish, ask for revision. Una vez termines, pregunta por revisión. Let's continue. And we have number 4. The same, you are going to listen, then read aloud and answer 4 questions. Vas a escuchar, luego leer en voz alta y por último contestar 4 preguntas de acuerdo a este pequeño párrafo. Let's listen. Vamos a escuchar.
Page number 11. Number 4. He will become a lawyer. Lawyers work at their own office, and most of the time, at the courthouse. If he becomes a lawyer, he will assist people whenever they have problems with the law. He will also help people with the buying or acquisitions of goods and services. If he becomes a lawyer, he will state legal agreements between two or more persons or two or more enterprises in a special document. That is a contract.
Once you finish, ask for revision. Una vez termines, pregunta por revisión. Let's continue. We have this reading practice about engineers, and with the help of your teacher, read and translate these paragraphs. Now, I am going to read. After I finish, you are going to read aloud. Ahora voy a leer y luego de que yo termine, tú vas a leer en voz alta. Después de la lectura en voz alta, vas a traducir estos 4 textos en tu cuaderno. Number 1. What kind of work will engineers do? Engineers are professionals that make different works in different fields of the industry. Number 2. What kind of work will a civil engineer do? He will work designing buildings, roads, bridges, houses, and any sort of infrastructures. Number 3. What kind of work will an industrial engineer do? He will work in the development or improving the production processes. This work is necessary to make better and cheaper products. Number 4. What kind of work will an electric engineer do? He will work with all the electrical connections, installations, and frameworks necessary to keep all houses, business, and industries working very well. Once you finish, ask for revision. Una vez termines, pregunta por revisión. We have exercise 8. You are going to summarize the reading. What kind of work will engineers make in a short paragraph? 50 words as maximum. You will also illustrate it with a nice drawing. A continuación vas a resumir la información que acabamos de leer. What kind of work will engineers make? Con un máximo de 50 palabras y también vas a ilustrarlo con un dibujo de acuerdo a tu resumen. Once you finish, ask for revision. Una vez que termines, pregunta por revisión. And we have exercise B. Write a short paragraph, 70 words maximum, about what will you do when you become a professional and why. Vas a escribir un párrafo corto, máximo 70 palabras, sobre qué y por qué tú vas a ser un profesional. Once you finish, ask for revision. Let's continue. Now we are going to make a review. We have the first exercise. Number 1, what is academic background? Number 2, what is professional background? Very good. Let's continue. You have to pass the sentences to negative form. Vas a pasar estas oraciones a forma negativa en tu cuaderno. Number 1, I will study. Number 2, she will be a teacher. Number 3, they will travel to learn languages. Una vez termines, pregunta por revisión. Thanks for attending lesson 1. Gracias por asistir a la lección 1. See you the next lesson. Te veo la siguiente lección. Bye bye.